Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Federico Talks Watches. Today I'm going to talk about 5 reasons why you shouldn't buy a fashion watch like a Movement, Vincero, or any of these. Now, if you guys are new to the channel, my name is Federico. I talk about luxury watches here. And I'm not necessarily going to tell you need to buy a luxury watch, but I will give you 5 very valid points, at least in my view, why you should go with an alternative. And if you guys are not new to the channel, and I'll try and explain and give you 5 valid points, because a lot of watch guys spew a little bit of hate towards Movement, Vincero, or any of these super popular, trendy fashion brands that have kind of surfaced promoting themselves on YouTube. And, I feel like a lot of us know why we shouldn't buy one, but we haven't really expressed ourselves and given a reason why we shouldn't. I mean, actually, the Time Teller did a great video on Movement, but I want to actually break it down and tell you why I think they're a very, very bad choice. And of course, before we get started, customary wristwatch check. Today I'm wearing the Panerai PAM 380, the Radiomir, one of my first luxury watches, and I used to wear it a lot with a suit. It is a little bit of a dressier, chunky watch, but I still think it looks great. And also, for all of you guys that are potentially looking for a new watch, I got some great new pieces over at delraywatch.com, my website where I sell, buy, and service pre-owned watches. We got a Black Bay Black, the ETA version, which is rather rare, and I think is probably the cheapest one on the market. I got another Tudor Prince Tiger chronograph with a panda dial, which is super cool. And if you guys want a budget chronograph, check out the limited edition Longines Grande Vitesse that I have in stock. Another fantastic choice, along with a few other pieces like a Rolex Milgauss, a Rolex Day-Date, an Omega Speedmaster, and much, much more. All that on delraywatch.com, link in the description below. Anyway, guys, so what are the reasons you shouldn't buy one of these fashion watches? Well, firstly, I'm going to say that they're awful quality. Most of these watches are just not built to a very high standard. They are disposable. And we're not talking about a quartz movement here. We're talking about the whole thing. Most of the watches are 30-meter water resistant. If that, a lot of them aren't water resistant at all. They're just snap-on case backs. The straps are usually calf embossed or just standard calf that are glued construction, so no stitching. After a couple of months, they start to fray. The watches tend to be gold-plated, which wears off, or sometimes chrome-plated, which is pretty awful. And, the stainless steel isn't also of the highest quality. You get mineral crystals, not even hardlex, but mineral crystals, which scratch quite easily. And you get, 50-cent Chinese quartz movements, which are not meant to be serviced. There are no jewels. They tell the time, they tick. But when they're done, and you throw them away. So essentially, once again, these pieces are actually available on like AliExpress.com without the brand name for maybe a fifth of the price. Don't forget, $150 gets you some pretty respectable watches. And I'm going to mention a few of those as we go on at the end of the video. But the quality is just not there at all. This is not a long-lasting piece. This is completely disposable, and it's all fluff. Then we go with branding. You're paying for branding. As I said, an MVMT or a Vincero or, some Michael Kors pieces, these are all produced in China. MVMT and Vincero particularly, you can buy the unbranded version, which is the exact same watch, probably made in the same factory without the MVMT logo, for a fifth of the price on AliExpress. Now, if you're not buying something luxury, because at least if you're buying a luxury piece, you can at least give the excuse that you want the prestige. That's not the right reason to buy a piece, but with MVMT, you don't even get that. So what do you care that it has the MVMT logo? And I'll tell you, MVMT has branded themselves very, very well. They've gotten themselves in front of a lot of people, and a lot of people don't know that you can get the same watch for a quarter or a fifth of the price. And that is why they sell so many. However, I can tell you right now, if you really must get one, there's no reason to go with the branded version. That's exactly why you're paying such a high price. Third, as I mentioned, they don't last. These are not meant to work for longer than whatever their warranty is, probably a year. The quality is very, scarce. It's put together entirely by machine. The materials aren't very high grade. And once again, you're not paying a lot, but you would be surprised what quality pieces you can get that will last you a lifetime. I mean, guys, Seiko Bellmatic. This is from the 60s. Now, yes, this is about double the price of an MVMT, but it's still working. And even this one is an expensive example. I can come up with a lot of examples of watches that you can buy for the price of an MVMT or Vincero, or even less, that will last you a lifetime. Why buy something disposable? Even if you don't want to wear your watch for a lifetime, you just want to wear it for maybe 3 or 4 years, or, you just want the option to wear it. Why get a piece of crap that's not even going to last, 12 months? I don't know. You tell me. Fourth is the design. They are completely designed on trend. It is a fashion watch. Some may argue that that's not a big deal because of the price, and I can totally understand that. But these will not age well, apart from the fact that, their quality won't let them age well. But let's say, you shove it in a drawer, you don't wear it, and you want to wear it in 10 years. Their designs are completely based on trend. These all blacked out watches, these bigger sizes, kind of that naked strap look, a lot of NATOs. A lot of this stuff might not be relevant in 10 years. Remember, fashion comes and goes. Watches are supposed to be timeless. Well, I just got the irony of that. But, their designs are supposed to be timeless. They're supposed to last. So even if the watch is not of great quality, it should not be something that becomes dated. And that's what I think these watches will be. They will become dated because they are designed entirely with today's trends in mind. Now, that can be said for a few luxury brands as well, but no one's telling you to buy those either. I just think this is not a watch that will be cool in your eyes in a few years or maybe even a few months. And now the fifth and most important reason. There are great alternatives out there, guys. Fantastic alternatives. I mean, for $150, you can get some great mechanical watches. You can get the Seiko 5 line, which the quality is leaps and bounds better. The brand has history. The watch will last for a very long time and is built to a completely different standard. And also, not that it matters, but it also is a respectable choice in the view of other watch collectors. And as I said, who cares what other people think, but it's a nice perk. Now, if you don't like the Seiko 5, you can check out an Orient, either their dive lines or the Orient Bambino. There's even some great quartz pieces out there that you can pick up by brands like Tissot, Certina. I don't know. There's many choices out there. And if none of these are to your liking, if you don't like any of these, and you absolutely love that Vincero chronograph or that MVMT, then you know what? Don't go to MVMT.com. Go to AliExpress and order the MVMT without the branding for a fifth of the price. At least that way you can buy 5 of them for when the other 4 break. As you can see, I mean, there are alternatives out there, and I think the only reason these are so popular are because of their marketing, because so many YouTubers are pushing the brands. I've been approached many times, and I just can't in good conscience promote it, because honestly, it's a shit product. There's no nice way for me to say it. It's a shit, overpriced product. Guys, I could be totally wrong. This is purely my opinion, but I would love to know what you guys think. I mean, what do you think of MVMT and the alternatives? Do you understand why they sell so well? But what about the other choices for the price range? Maybe they're not marketed properly. Maybe they're not getting in front of all these MVMT buyers. Why do you think that is? Leave a comment in the comment section below. And also, if you enjoyed this video, please thumbs it up. It really does help, and it brings it to the attention of other viewers. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any content. Anyway, guys, that's what I wanted to talk about today. Not quite a rant, but just 5 reasons why I think it's a bad idea, and maybe we can start a conversation and you could add a few more. Let me know what you think. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for sticking around for another episode of Federico Talks Watches, and I will catch you in the next one. Take care.